dreamers, and welcome back to PERLA'S DREAMS. Alrighty, Leo, Virgo, Cusp. This is your general reading. So take what resonates and leave the rest. Something smells fishy, something smells, something feels, um, something is not adding up. Something is not adding up, and you are a little bit too you're a little bit too focused on like your goals, your dreams and things like that to be dealing with a situation, or to be dealing with people that are coming in a way. I don't know, like because it almost seems like there are individuals around you, whether this is at work, whether this is friends, family, or whatever, where it's like all they do is complain. All they do is want to bring drama in everywhere. And when I say bring drama, it's not necessarily that they're going against you or anything like that. But when somebody is constantly talking about like the problems and the issues that they're having, but they're not doing anything about it, it's bringing that drama of like stressing you out over something that you have no control over, because you're not in control as to like their choices or whatever it is that they choose to do with their life. So this is something just not right. Like, I don't know. Just be aware this month with not getting drawn into people's drama or people's issues. There is a need here to kind of keep certain conversations very short, because again, you have a lot going on like in your own personal life and your career. You have a lot of things that are like coming into alignment, a lot of things that are falling into place for you, and it's almost kind of like when things seem to be going good for you, when things seem to be get like, it's almost kind of like when you seem to be getting traction in the correct direction for you, then all of these little things that do not belong to you, right, because they have nothing to do with you, seem to want to make their way into your life. So like this is like getting unexpected calls or text messages from people that you really do not talk to like on a daily basis, people that you don't really keep up with. And the only reason why they're reaching out is because they're having a hard time. It's kind of like that energy. So be very protective of yourself and your energy this month. It is honorable, it is beautiful to want to be of service, but you also have to know what boundaries need to be in place, because if someone is calling you and wants to keep you on the phone for 2 hours to talk about their issues, and you set 3 hours aside to do whatever it was that you wanted to do, then you're saying no to yourself. So we go back to the space where I've talked about this a lot. Whenever you say yes to something, you're saying no to something else. So be be very careful that you're not slipping away or allowing yourself to put others in front of you, in front of your own needs. Because in order for you to be able to be of help or be there for others, you need to be full. You need to be there for yourself first. And this may go over some people's head, and they may be like, oh, that's a selfish way of living. That's a selfish way. You know what? The way that I look at it, and to be honest with you, is like, you can be going through a really hard time and still be there for other people. But at the end of the day, in order for you to be there for that person, you still have to manage to get yourself out of bed. You still have to manage to take care of yourself to be able to even be in a position to help or to listen to somebody else. So regardless of anything, you should always make sure that your needs, like your physical, emotional, spiritual needs, are met, right? before you go ahead and offer help or your services or whatever, your ear, your shoulder for other people, because otherwise it becomes like such a burden to you that then it starts to distract you, or starts to pull away from the things that you're trying to manifest, from the things that you have been working on. And when it comes again to like your career, when it comes to relationships, now whether these relationships are romantic or are related to business, these relationships are growing. This career path, this job, this whatever it is that you're into is growing, is evolving. So you need to protect that space for it to continue to do that. So if you allow other things to start bleeding into it, then you're gonna be left with a hmm. So this whole fishy smell, this whole something ain't right here, is, spirit is trying to tell you ahead of time, like, hey, you've done this before. You've done this before. Just because you could do it all doesn't necessarily mean that you need to do it all. Um, just know, if somebody, if you have that one friend, that one family member that calls you 6 days a week to vent, maybe the best advice you can give that person is like, hey, I understand that you're going through a hard time. I understand that this is challenging. Have you thought about therapy? Have you thought about speaking to a professional about this? Because you are not a therapist, unless you are. But what I'm trying to say is, you're not meant to be a full-time therapist for people when they're having their hard time. And then when everything is going good in their life, it's like you're almost like irrelevant. So look at these situations again. It's very easy to it is very easy to want to be of service to other people. It is very easy to want to give to others, to want to be there to help and all of that. But at what cost is that coming to you? Like, what is it costing you when you're doing this? So just kind of keep that in mind. So let's go ahead and let's pull out an oracle card as your final message. So we have the trader, exchange energy to create abundance. So again, be very careful where it is that you are investing your energy. If you are investing your energy in just like listening to people's issues and dramas, that is exactly what you're inviting into your space. And again, we're talking about a place where this is all that you're doing, right? So you're listening, and this is what you're feeding yourself, right? I'm not talking about like, once in a while, like listening to someone and being like, oh, okay. But when you are constantly listening to other people's drama, you're constantly trying to fix other people's problems, you end up like intertwining with their energy if you're not clearing yourself off correctly. And I hope that makes sense. So make sure that where it is that you're putting your energy is intentional, like you're intentionally putting your energy into the things that you want to create. So this says, make connections and exchange information, talent, and support. So again, there is a sense of like a lot of these relationship growth that you're having during this time is most likely coming from, again, something career orientated, whether it is a business that you want to start, or whether it is a new job that you want to start, you want to change companies, whatever it is, you want to grow something. So are you investing your time and your energy in those type of conversations with those type of people, or are you investing your time and energy with people that just want to gossip and talk about all the drama that they're having or that somebody else is having? So be very intentional this month with where it is that you are putting your energy, your time, and effort in. Alrighty, guys, that is all that I have for you at this moment in time. As always, thank you for your love and support. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel. And if you haven't done so, go ahead and do so. We would love to have you. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing, guys. Take care. Love you all. Mwah. Bye bye.